Good evening, everyone. Today is the 10th day of May 2024. When it comes to insecurity issues in Nigeria, believe me, you can never hear it all. Nigerians are mourning and people are complaining about what happened in Kogi State University, where bandits stormed the university campus and abducted many students who were preparing for their final year exam and also killed so many of them. Yesterday night, it was Champions League issue. People were enjoying themselves. They were having merriment, winding away pains inflicted by the Nigerian government. What happened? They were abducted and so many of them were killed. It was reported that up to 50 persons were abducted while watching Champions League in Kaduna State of Nigeria. Kaduna State has been suffering this issue of insecurity right from 2011, especially when it comes to the southern Kaduna, Térrørists, and the rest. These places have been, bandits ravaged communities, and federal government, as usual, they have never won the battle. Now, let us go into the story to understand what really happened. Terrorists have attacked the Inda community in the Kalgako local government area of Kaduna State, killed so many persons and kidnapped scores of others. It was gathered that the terrorists attacked the community located along a federal highway linked Bwari town in the FCT to Jere town in Kaduna on Wednesday night, while some of the residents were watching the UEFA Champions League semi-final second leg tie between Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. The community chief, Jere, told the Daily Trust that the terrorists killed one Yaro Agaye and a mechanic, one Samuel, among others, when they attempted to escape. According to the community leader, the terrorists arrived in the community around 9 p.m. and headed straight to a viewing center close to the village market. There were about 100 people watching a football match in the center, and about half of them were abducted by the kidnappers. Some of them were killed among the people that attempted to escape, Jere said. 4 family members were also reportedly abducted from their compound behind the viewing center, but 2 of them were later freed on their way to the bush. Efforts made by our news correspondent to reach Kaduna State Police Public Relations Officer, ASP Mansour Hassan, on phone for confirmation of the incident and an update failed. He also did not reply to a message sent to his mobile line.
Right, good. Emilio Khan, he's the one who said he could do it. It's his turn. This is not the turn of President Muhammadu Bwari. We spent 8 years criticizing President Muhammadu Bwari. We're tired. And I honestly don't want to even hear his name. He has messed this country up. And you, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, said, "It's Emilio Khan, it's my turn. I can do it." There is a saying that leaders have forfeited the right to make any excuses. It's your turn. It's not President Muhammadu Bwari that took away fuel subsidy flippantly. It is you. And you bear all the consequences of that reckless policy. So, it is you that we and God Almighty will hold responsible for whatever happens secondary to all your policies. It's not President Muhammadu Bwari or Jonathan. You can do it. You said it's your turn. Now do it. Leaders have forfeited the right to make excuses. And the way they are going about it, they are doing nothing. Let me tell you, it is the cause, the reason is inflation. It's not because there is no food in the market. It's inflation. When this party came in 2015, a bag of rice, 50 kilos of rice was 7,500. Yesterday I went to the market, it was 70,000. Maize, 60,000. How much is the minimum wage? 30,000. How much does a soldier in the war front earn? 50,000. How much does the police recruit earn? Constable earns? About that. They cannot even buy rice. 30,000 in those who work. What is the percentage of Nigerians that work? So, Mr. President, sit up. This is no time for excuses. Leaders have forfeited the right to make excuses. And the way they are doing it is, they're thinking of price control. They are thinking at busting warehouses. Hello, I'm old enough to have seen 14 administrations. Clearly, from that of General Yakubu Gowon to currently President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We in 1984, I was a young doctor, 2 years out of medical school. General Muhammadu Buhari followed the same thing. Price control, busting warehouses. Where did it take us? They haven't learned anything in 40 years. They haven't learned anything in 40 years. Yesterday, NLC, the president of NLC, Jere, said, you can give ₦1 million to workers if inflation keeps eating that up. You are not going to achieve what you need to achieve. The primary problem is the runaway inflation. The economy is out of control. The managers of our economy, they are drowning. They don't know what to do. They are the ones that cause the deterioration of the exchange rate of the naira, the inflation we see, and the cost of food and everything in the market. It is not availability. There is food in the market. What I call on all the governors of this country and the president, everything should stop still. This is no time to build bridges or flyovers. This is the time to open the treasury and buy food and give food to the people and subsidize food. The only way you can crash down the price of food is bring down inflation. But these guys don't know how to do it. But flood the market with subsidized food. I lived in the United States forever. Everywhere in the world there is subsidy on food. You go to the supermarket, everything has tax. But food item does not have tax. Why? Because leaders of those countries know that hunger in any land has national security implications. But apparently, the national security team of this president and the president himself do not see the national security implications of hunger in the land. There is food in the land. The state and the federal government should open the treasury, buy food, import food, ship food into this country. There is an emergency, and feed our people. Their salaries cannot pay for food, cannot pay for rent, cannot pay for school fees. People are dying in the land. They are here in Abuja buying SUVs. With our compliant National Assembly, that says nothing. We are raising our voices the moment you hear our traditional rulers. The Oni of Ife said the same. People are suffering. Politicians know nothing about the people. They live with the people. You don't listen to that? You are here creating committees, one committee after the other. They are sitting and drinking tea while people are dying. No, your economic policy is not working. There is hunger in the land. And there is trouble ahead. No nation will have peace if there is hunger in the land. No military, no matter how strong, no police, no matter how strong, can quell the anger of a people that are hungry in the midst of plenty. So our call to the president and all the governors should make food available. Forget this price control, forget this busting warehouses. Bring in food, buy food from the market and subsidize food for the people while you keep wrestling us out of this economic mess you've put us in.
Okay, thank you so much for that.